Hey everybody, and welcome back. So in this video we are about to set up our September spreads for our calendar view as well as our September budget. So we are going to use this. All right, so we are using my stickers from my Etsy shop. I have it listed down below, so these are for September's kits. Hopefully this week I will have all of October's released so y'all can get that. My silhouette started messing up on me, so I'm trying to fix it and get them cut and pictured so I can post them. But we are in our Erin Condren 7x9 monthly planner. We have all of our stickers from my Etsy shop, which is listed down below. So we have our September budget, which has your income strips up here, and then you can do two different ways of listing all your expenses straight down or splitting them between variable and fixed amount here. We're going to use this pumpkin thick washi for that spread. Then I pulled out both of my thin washi so I can kind of figure out which ones I want to use in the spread. And I also have my September monthly kit here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip to September. All right, so first off, we are going to lay out our stickers for here. So for September, we decided that this will be the 1 month that we use that child tax money actually in our budget. And then, because we were going to use one of the 6 months that we were receiving it with our budget, and then the rest of it was going in the savings to fully fund 3 months of emergency savings. That way it was there in case anything ever happened. But we have September is another 4-week pay period, and we want to make sure we have some of our sinking funds a little bit more funded because we have my last baby's birthday coming up, we have my birthday coming up, we have Christmas coming, James's birthday, so lots going on near the end of the year, holiday stuff. So I want to make sure we have set aside plenty for that. But October will be a 5-month pay period for us, and we'll be able to put a bunch aside for like holidays, but Bubba's birthday is before then, so we got to make sure we have some set aside for his birthday. All right, so there's our September spread. There is lots of holidays. We got Patriots Day, Labor Day, Grandparents Day. Autumn begins. Super exciting. All right, so we're going to flip to the page right behind our September page that looks like this. We're going to lay out our budget on this side. So we're going to take a pumpkin thick washi. Lay it right up here at the top. Perfect. It's so pretty. We're going to take our September budget, put it down. All right, so first off, we are going to do our income types. So we list 3 different incomes. So we have James's full-time, which is what we count on to do our budget off of. And I work at the nutrition club and get a little bit from there, doing Herbalife, YouTube, and Etsy, and I'll pay myself from all of those. And then we have other, and other is from anything that we may cash out from any of the rebate apps I like to use. I use Fetch, Ibotta, Shopkick, Swagbucks, all of those, and they're listed down below if you're interested. Also, the Get Up side for gas. So if I cash out from any of those, if we post anything on Marketplace or any of those platforms to sell items, will also go under other if we make any money. And then the child tax goes under here for right now. Is that everything? I want to say that's about everything that we receive extra income from or other income from selling things or rebate apps, and then the child tax right now. All right, so there are those. Our estimated budget, so James's check all month last month never went below $760. So we are doing $760 times 4 to get how much we estimate for his income. So that is going to be $3,040 for this month. I'm hoping to bring in about $300. I should get a YouTube paycheck from the past 2 months, 2 previous months. So I should be able to pay myself plus what I get from the nutrition club working. And that'll hit my 300 mark. Hopefully it'll be more. Always love to have more. And then we have the child tax of $1,150. And this month is our month we're using it. So that gives us a total of $4,490 for income coming into September. And this is going to help fund everything we need for October for this amount here. So we'll use all of this income and fund our October bills and expenses. All right, so we are going to take, let's do this one. We're going to lay down a thin washing, kind of separate our income from the expenses. So the expenses we are going to be putting down, these are all from the income from August that are funding September's bills and expenses. So I know exactly how much I have set aside for each of them. And somehow these got shrunk. I don't know. Every now and then they shrink on me and I have to go in and fix it. Anyways, let's close this. All right, so the fixed amounts or the fixed expenses we have, first off, is our cars. So this is both cars combined into one category, and that's a total of $920. So the Highlander is $505.34 and the Camaro is $413.78. So we just put it together in one group. Then we have our rent, which is $600. We have Allstate, which is our car insurance, and that is $315. Then we have our cell phones, which is $186. We have student loans, which I do not have to technically pay on student loans until January now of 2020. What year is it? 2022 right now, until the end of then. But I do try to put money towards it to pay on the principal to bring it down. That is always a good thing, of bringing it down before interest starts accruing back on it. Then we have internet. And that is $56. We have a storage unit. Our house has no kind of storage anywhere in it. So we got the storage unit just so we could get some of the extra stuff that we didn't need all the time in the house, like winter clothes, summer clothes, switching them out, different things like that. I hide if I pick up Christmas presents, I hide them in there. If I get extra, like anything extra that we don't need in the house right then, like my kids will tear through some toilet paper if it's in the house, so I put like that in the storage unit. So that there right now, while we're still in the current house that we are in, the storage unit will stay. Hopefully whenever we buy a house, I can clear that out and get rid of that. That'll be great. I will be so excited because that's extra $64. But right now it is staying for the next probably 5 to 6 months or so, depending on whenever we start looking for a house again. So we shall see. Then we have Pest Control. We actually just had to call them out here for a huge wasp nest right near where I parked my car. And they were awesome. They were able to get it. And they're going to come back out and respray, make sure they don't come back. Because I can't have my kids being stung by wasps. My daughter experienced a bee sting for the first time this summer and she was not happy. Alright, so all of these are our fixed expenses. So we're going to lay down our total strip. Alright, so our total amount for our fixed side is $2,231. for all of our fixed amounts. And these are all fully funded for this current month, or for September. They're all fully funded. The car we pay every 2 weeks. It helps keeps the interest down, and it adds an extra payment by the end of the year if you pay half of your payment every other week. Rent's fully funded. This will be paid near the end of the month. This will be paid right at the first. We are paying on student loans. Internet, storage, and pest control all will come out the first few days of the new month, or of September. All right. Next, we are moving on over to our variable side. So we're going to lay this down over here. So let's see. I don't like how thin these came out. I'm going to have to go in and adjust. All right. So variable side. We have power. So on our area where we live, our power is based on the usage month to month. It's not a set amount, but I could go in and do the bill budgeting. But once again, if we move, I don't want to have to worry about that and having to pay extra because we've moved. So right now I'm going to leave it as month to month, but whenever we do move, I will look into doing a budget billing thingy. Then we have water. Water is the same way, except I don't think they do the budget billing on that one. Then we have groceries for the month. So if y'all never see groceries in our sinking fund or on our cash envelope stuffing video go down, that's because it's fully funded already. So if you want to know what our update is for that, it will be in the weekly check-ins. The same for gas, spending, miscellaneous, sinking funds. And sinking funds are little mini savings accounts that we save up throughout the year for different things like birthdays, Christmas, anniversaries, all those kind of things we like to save as the months go on, so we're not having to do a big amount all at once. Then we have savings. We are trying to reach our 3-month in our savings, 3 to 6 months savings goal. Right now we're trying to hit 3 months and then slowly move up from there. Then we have debt. And I like to save $1,000 at a time for debt and make a big lump sum payment. It is nice to see that amount drop. Right now we have the Camaro 3 months ahead. Like the next one isn't due until the end of November. So it's super exciting. Then we have the cushion. And the cushion is to help cover anything like if we're out of grocery money, I can use my debit card and use some of the cushion money to help cover anything I need to pick up that's going to be unbudgeted out of, or going to end up putting us over budget in groceries or gas or something like that. The cushion is there to help cover that, so that way we're not going to be in a bind when we need to pick up groceries for the house. Then we have unbudgeted. Now we haven't had unbudgeted in a minute, but James is wanting to get contacts, and seems we just got glasses, we're going to have to come out of pocket for that. I have enough saved up, I think, for doing just the appointment, but actually purchasing the contacts is going to be unbudgeted, which will come from our savings, depending on how much it is or whatever. So, but he has called to set up an appointment because he works outside, and glasses and rain outside don't really mix. And he's been struggling trying to see when he's working and it rains. And it's been raining a lot. Anyone else getting a lot of rain? All right, so now we're going to go over how much we budgeted for these categories. All right, for power, we budget $250. Water, we budget $80. For groceries, we are $550. For gas, it's $240. For spending, we only got $73 last month total, so me and James are splitting the $73, and that's all we get for the month of September. Miscellaneous is $50. Sorry. All right, and then sinking fund, savings, debt, and cushion depends on how much we have put aside in September. So we don't have anything for those right now. All All right, so that is a total of $1,243 for our variable side. Now, if our power and water is less than what we budgeted, we put this money into our a sinking fund category that we labeled utilities. And that way, if we have a bill that comes in higher, I can use that to help fund a higher amount bill. But that helps, and I try to leave it at 100 in that category. And if it goes over, I will pull it out and add it into sinking funds or savings. That way I can build up those that direction. All right. Now we are going to close out. We're going to use the pumpkins on the bottom. All right. All right, so this is what our September budget is looking like. I need to go in and draw lines. All right, so this is our September budget. We are going to have $4,490 to work with to help fund our October bills and expenses. Everything down here is fully funded. Most of it is in the account ready to make all the payments for all of our bills. The only bill we have that's on auto pay is our Allstate, and that's $315, and that'll come out near the end of the month. The rest of it will most likely be paid around the 1st, and then every other week we'll have car payments. All right, so super exciting. I love the fall, love the theme I came up with for this one. Super pretty. I'm living for it. Can't wait to finish out all of our setups, but I really hope that y'all enjoyed this and was able to understand why we have what categories we have and what we use them for. And I hope that y'all have set up your September budget to get started real strong, and I can't wait to catch y'all in my next video. Bye bye now.